Nespresso Vertuo Plus is a convenient and easy-to-use coffee machine that creates great-tasting coffees of all types and sizes, the main downside being that it also creates a large amount of waste that it's not always simple to get rid of. The so-called George Clooney effect has meant more and more households are adding a coffee pod machine to their morning routine. And after a month with one in residence, it's easy to see why. The Nespresso Vertuo is compact, neat, and convenient, and after choosing the flavor and size from a slightly mind-boggling array of multicolored pods, your coffee is ready at just 2 touches of a button. With such a streamlined product, you could forget you were making coffee in the first place, until you come to dispose of the pods themselves. It's sleek, it's pretty self-contained, and there are few kitchens, living rooms, or offices you couldn't sneak one of these into. Nespresso's coffee pods have had a makeover too. The Vertuo system uses enticing colors, and while the machine looks pretty low-key, it's deceptive. Clicking the silver lever at the front raises the top of the machine, where you leave the coffee pod to spin up to 7,000 times a minute to blend ground coffee and water to produce the perfect crema. The tiny dashes on the sides of the pod are actually a barcode. The machine reads this to tailor its blending technique to suit the capsule, with 3 pods and 4 drink sizes now available. The centrifusion brewing process uses centrifugal forces, high-speed spinning, to extract flavor. Brewing parameters are adjusted for each capsule, using the barcode data to regulate the flow and volume of water, as well as temperature, infusion time, and capsule rotation speed, which is a process Nespresso says helps to produce a lovely rich crema. The Vertuo Plus also has a movable water tank, surprisingly useful if you're finding somewhere to house this in an office or in your flat, and the capsule lever closes automatically. Nespresso's centrifusion method is worth the hype. We tested this machine for a month and the extraction technique worked every time, without fail. Coffee machines that go easy on an uncaffeinated mind are always going to curry favor, and you could probably use this machine with your sleep mask still on. It's so easy, it's not even rude to ask guests to help themselves. But it's hard to get away from how keen Nespresso is to lock you into its way of doing things. It's not called a system for nothing. For starters, the Vertuo machine will only read Nespresso pods, so there goes the old loophole third parties have been using since their coffee pod patent expired in 2011, meaning no last-minute trips to refresh supplies. And they're not cheap either. At around 60 pence/80 cents per pod, a morning espresso habit could soon add up. Nespresso is also keen for you to only use its branded cups and mugs. An attempt to go rogue and use a slightly smaller espresso cup, the standard